All right, hello team. It is time to get started. We have another full hour workout with a split. So halfway through, you'll be able to decide whether you want to stop or continue and mix these up. Just look at my description and my Instagram to see how you can work these videos out so that you can lift either 2 or 4 times this week, all right, which is great because everybody, just trying to meet everyone at their different levels, okay? For today's equipment, because we only have 30 seconds before our warm-up, we're gonna look at a wide range of dumbbells because we're working arms on up. I also have a jump rope. There's a lot because it's an hour. I have a mini ball, a little ball. If you don't have one, don't worry about it, and a mini band. I'm also gonna be using my stepper here, or my plyo box. You can use a chair or a bench on one of these as well today. So we'll be able to work through it. We'll have modifications where needed. We're gonna get going with a little good morning here. So I want your hands behind your head, and we're gonna work on kissing that back wall with our bottom by just pushing back, keeping that neutral spine, and coming back up. Nice and easy. This is just a workout, or just a warm up today to the workout. We just wanna move a little bit, wake the body up before we get started. There you go, good work. Woo. So again, I'll kind of go through what you can do with this workout to make it work for you this week. Woo. Give me a couple more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's backswing or backstroke here. So this is an hour workout. We kind of have a split today. The split is different than just an upper or lower, or last week I think we did legs, shoulders, but we're gonna have kind of this chest, glute, hamstring split. So front of the body, back of the body, and then we're gonna do backside, like our back and biceps with a little bit of quad dominant lower legs. So kind of mixing it up that way, and I'll explain some more on that here. All right, we're gonna walk out here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, and then we're going to do a little toe tap to the toes here, all right? So if you want, you can go to your knees or your hips if that makes it easier. What you want to do is have those shoulders out in front of those fingertips just a bit to reach back to those toes. And push, good. I want you to think about drawing the ribs in a little bit just to keep the belly from dumping. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let's walk it up here. We're gonna go with a thoracic opener. Let's go with our ITs first because we're up. We're gonna go I, and then I want you to raise out to T. And then we're gonna do this little upside, or like a A, I guess, or an upside down V, cobra, I call it, all right? So I, squeeze, T, pull back, cobra. I, T, pull back, cobra. Good, one more. I, T, pull back, cobra. I don't know, I'm having trouble talking today. Let's come on down, hand on the head. We're gonna reach in here and open up, all right? Little thoracic twist here through the spine. See where you can go with it, don't force it. We'll keep moving here, and we'll see if we can open up a little bit wider each time. Inhale, exhale. All right, good. Now, let's turn around and do that on the other side. Same thing, all right? Hand behind your head, bring that elbow in across towards the other elbow, and then get a nice twist here. Good. So our first half, we are going to start with our chest and work on hamstrings and glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, a little bit of rest here just to get going. We're gonna start with a kind of a standing fly here, low fly, coming up across the body, all right? We don't wanna go too heavy. I'm gonna aim for 10s here and see how that goes. Our intervals are gonna be about 45 seconds. Our second interval on the odds. Our others are going to be about 30 seconds, okay? So you'll see how this goes. Again, working chest mostly, and then getting our glutes and hamstrings on this first half of the workout. Here we go. Let's lift and lower across the body. Good. Squeeze and pull up. There you go. And we're just gonna alternate so we can kind of cross the body a little bit better. So what I like about doing, a lot of times when we do splits, we'll do like a front of the body and a back of the body, right? Or an upper body, lower body. to save our grip. So if we were doing pull-ups and deadlifts and we were doing that backside, there's a lot of grip strength involved, and sometimes that gets in the way of us lifting heavy. So I like to do a chest and a backside on the lower part. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to push-ups. And then that's why I kind of split the body that way. Otherwise, then we can do our rows with our grips and then get into some squats and things where our grip's not getting in the way. So it works well. We're gonna go push-ups now, okay? And we're gonna go hand release. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go all the way down, release out and push. All right, practicing some of these, repeating some of these exercises to get a little bit better at them. All right, if you can't do a full push-up from your toes, I would love for you to find an incline off of a bench, a countertop, a chair. You'll hear me say that. A box, a wall, whatever you can find so that you're in that full plank. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Back to our RDLs, getting those glute and hamstrings on fire. Woo. I'm gonna start my warm-up with 30s. Going into a little bit more. Remember to keep those shoulders down, neutral spine. We're pushing the hips back towards the wall with those soft knees, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Push back, soft knees. As soon as you feel that those hips will not push back anymore, bring them forward. That's it. Soften the knees a little bit though. You can bend them, just don't bend the legs. Good. 45 seconds here. Inhale, push back, squeeze those glutes, exhale to stand. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, we have a swing coming up now. I'm gonna take my 35, 2 hands on the kettlebell, on the dumbbell, because I don't have a kettlebell. If you have a kettlebell, feel free to use that kettlebell, all right? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Drive the hips forward. Keep that neutral spine. Chin tucked back. Try not to swing and hyperextend there. We want to come straight up. Squeeze on the glutes. Good. 13 more seconds. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, team. Typically, I would take you through 2 sets like this where we're stacking them. If you want to just take 2 today and move on. But for some of us that have been doing this for a while, we need to push a little further, so we're gonna do 3 of these. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna go a little heavier here. Not sure I'll make it, but we're gonna try. That's all I ask you to do, is pick up a little heavier when you're feeling like you can do more. And even if you can pick up heavier and do most of my interval, but not all of it, I'd rather you go a little heavier and just stop short of my interval. We're halfway. There you go. Control the weight. Five seconds. And we're down to those push-ups. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, back to those push-ups. Woo! If your push-ups are getting to be a little easy, we could also do them from a single leg. So you can follow my lead here if you want a little something extra. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna go down with that right foot up and push. Left foot stays up and push. There you go. Halfway. Remember, these even numbers are a little less on intervals. Or the intervals are a little shorter. My head is not clear, I apologize. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Awesome. Oh, you have those days, right? All right, back to those RDLs. I'm gonna go a little heavier. See what you can do. 45 seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Push the hips back, soften the knees, keep those shoulders down and back. Try not to reach with the weights. All right, my weights come closer to the ground because I'm pushing those hips back. Three, 2, and 1. Good job. I don't say a lot during that one, and I apologize, but I really want to focus on my breathing, squeezing my glutes, making sure we're feeling that backside, those glutes and hamstrings, and not our lower back, okay? If you're feeling the lower back, you might be rounding. So look at the mirror, adjust your form. 3, 2, and 1. Swings. 30 seconds. Notice I'm taking the weight just about shoulder height or chin, not much higher than that. Halfway. Got it, you got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, I'm gonna grab a quick sip. Woo. We're gonna go right into those front standing low to high flies. We're gonna try to stick with that heavier weight. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, big smile. Last round. And we'll move on to my next circuit. Good, that's it, across the body. Scoop up, squeeze across the body. Control the weight. I'm kind of in between. I really need about a 12.5. Who else is there? But that I don't have. So we're gonna keep working here because we can do it. You've got this. Don't give up. Last round. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Push-ups. Team push-ups. I'm gonna forget the release. If you wanna do it, go ahead for your shoulders. I'm gonna try to feel this a little bit more with that single leg push-up. So keep modifying to make this a little tougher for yourself. If you're at an angle, that might mean lowering your angle. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Just find your challenge, okay? If you don't receive it on one of these exercises today, or you need a modification, let me know. Whether that's down or up, let me know. I'll put it in. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, that felt good. RDLs again. Let's do this. The smile's coming on. It means I'm feeling this. It's feeling good. I'm getting a little late start to my workout today, so brain is a little fuzzy. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders down and back, hips back. Extend. Good. Soft knees. If we keep those knees locked out and we have tight hamstrings, we'll start to find movement somewhere and it will come in that lower back. You'll start to round. So make sure you're softening and keeping that neutral spine. And don't go too far. All of us have our level of flexibility and mobility. So some of us will go a little further than others, depending on those hamstrings and calves, even down to our feet. Whew. Oh, my grip is going on this one. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Good job. All right. One of these days I'm getting that barbell out. I don't think I've had one request for the barbell. Anybody? We'll get there. Here we go. 8 seconds, we have those swings. Pop it, squeeze tight, draw in here, okay? Drive through the feet. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Last kettlebell swing for today. Last little power. Although I have some burpees later. Oh, did I say that? I did not mean to tell you. All right, push those hips back. Power it up, halfway. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, team. Here you go. Whew, going on to our next circuit here with just 30 seconds. If you need a minute's rest, take it, no worries. We have a lateral arm raise with a hold. So we're gonna be a static hold here with the arm raises switching at 20 seconds halfway. You got this. I'm gonna start with that left arm up, holding, raising up and down with that right arm. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1, out to the side. Now, if the weight you're lifting and lowering is too much to hold over here, you could make this a 5 or a 3 or 2. Maybe it's just your arm you're holding out to the side. You could switch that, all right? But we're only doing this for 20 seconds, so we're gonna try here. We'll see how it goes. Now switch, right arm holds, left arm lifts and lowers with control. You got it. I know it's tough. Hang in there, breathe, focus. All right, we talked about being present here, staying focused in this short time that we're together. 5 seconds. Come on, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're going to the floor with that glute bridge. I was gonna have us put a band on. Yeah, we're gonna try to get that band on, all right? So here we go, if you have the time. Just above the knees, grab that weight. We're gonna go loaded bridge. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, lift and lower, press against the band. Keep a little bit of pressure there, all right? We have 40 seconds, the last 10. We're gonna hold this bridge. I want you to go down halfway on these lifts, keeping those glutes on and engaged. With a nice squeeze, press out against the band. You got it. 7 seconds here for a 10-second hold. And 3, 2, woohoo, and 1. Hold, team. Keep that pressure against the band. Keep those hips up. Keep holding. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right. We have a triceps kickback now. Working those triceps again. Seeing some of these exercises repeated, hopefully getting stronger and better at them. I'm gonna go with my 8 because I like a good full extension at the elbows, and less is more for me. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, we're up. Kick it back, extend, good. If you're looking for some other triceps, I have a lot of options, especially if you have bands at home and anchors at the doors. So talk to me. Whew. That way later this week, if you want to do something else and you're repeating this, you can. But we're still working triceps. Take it back, extend fully. Squeeze the back of those arms. Keep that 90 degree. We're not bringing those weights towards our shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. All right, one of my favorites coming out here, a little tricky, so don't feel like you need the rotation if you're not there. I'm gonna go with the 25. We wanna have form first. So we're gonna kick back that right leg, left foot out front. All this is in our left hip, okay? Glute, hamstring. And we're gonna rotate. Here we go. Across the body. 1. And we'll switch this halfway through. So at 20 seconds. So it's just a few of these. And I want you to push those hips. So I'm not just trying to rotate my upper body. I'm trying to rotate the hips to cross over to those shoelaces. There we go. Switch, right foot in front, left foot back. Now we're in the right hip. Good. Little twist. 3, 2, and 1, rest. Nice work. All right, lateral arm raises again. Round 2. Last round, we had 3 of the big sets. We're going 2 of these. We've already worked a lot of these muscles. We're working them through again with a little isolation. Oh, whoops. I'm not gonna do my 5. 3, 2, and 1. We're trying to hold this. My mind was like, oh, that 5 looks great. Let's pick it up. But I'm gonna override it. We're gonna try here. My heart says, go big or go home, Tatum. Oh, I am home. Doesn't work. Just go big. Nice work. Hold the right, lift with the left. Here you go, switch it out. We got it. 10 seconds, come on team. Hang in there with me. Here we go. Come on, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Going for that bridge. I want the band on just for that glute hip activation. It just really helps me zone in, get that mind-body connection there. All right, back to the floor. It's quick, I know. I've got you getting up and down. It's good for keeping you young. 3, 2, and 1. Up and down, team. Remember, we'll have a 10-second hold. Kind of keep those hips tucked just a bit, not all the way. Try to shorten the glutes a little bit to get good activation. Lift and lower. Keep that pressure on the band the whole time. Don't let it go. Those knees are not moving. They're staying put against that band. There you go. We're gonna go with that hold in 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Keep that pressure against the band. Keep holding. Don't let go. You got this. 3, 2, and 1. Down, rest. All right, great job. Lost my mic here. I hope everything's okay. We'll put it back on. What do we have next? Kickbacks. Kickbacks. Do I feel a little messy? All right, team, kickbacks. Grab those weights. 3, 2, and 1. I'll catch up with you. Here we go. 90 degrees. Kick it back and squeeze. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling this. We're only almost halfway. Woo. Always nice when you have time to get an hour, 45 minutes to an hour strength in when you have those days. I know we don't always have those days, but if you can find one on the weekend or a day that you have off, maybe that helps. And kick, good. Squeeze, control, lift and lower. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. I have that sweat going. How about you, team? All right, we're going again. A little bit heavier, maybe 30 pounds here. Remember, on that rotation, I'm not just twisting my body. I'm kind of pushing the hips out, okay? I'm moving the hips. Here we go. That weight is on your left foot. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Just 20 seconds. I'm going to stay quiet here. Push the hips back. Halfway. Other side, other leg, right leg. Left leg is just going along for the right, just kind of back there as a kickstand. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice work. All right, moving on. We have jump rope for 40 seconds and 20 seconds of burpees with a push-up, okay? I know we already did push-ups, but it's always good to practice them, all right? But we're gonna jump at first. So if you have a rope, great. If you don't, we can ghost rope. Just nice and easy here, getting those shoulders involved in that jump, okay? 3, 2, and 1. We have 4 sets here. We're gonna bump up that heart rate. Just kind of burn it up here, especially if this is just something that you're gonna split up into day 1 and day 2. The nice thing about these splits is that you can do them back to back, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I don't care. I think more is better, volume is better over the age of 40. You're just gonna have to modify. If you're sore, give more days of rest in between, okay? Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Burpees with a push-up. Use a box or a chair to burpee off of if you need to, but I would like a push-up if you're there today, okay? "20 seconds, and we're already over halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, 30 seconds. We're going again, I believe. I wrote in 4 of these. Now remember, these are just suggestions. If we're really tired from what we've been doing, maybe 2 is all we want today. Maybe 3, maybe 4. And don't be discouraged if you're not at 4 today. That gives you room for improvement, room to progress and get better. So be okay with that. It's all right. 40 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Here we go. Remember, you can ghost rope. When the rope's not your friend, just ghost rope. It's just as good. There you go. Move those shoulders though, okay? There is some rotation in the shoulders and the arms when we have that rope in our hands. So get a little movement there. If you want to do jumping jacks, do jumping jacks. Get that heart rate up for me. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, a little bit of rest here. Not much. 3, 2, and 1. Burpees. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. Here we go. 30 seconds of rest. So we have about a minute work here. 40, 20, 30 seconds rest. And we'll get back to it. You're doing a great job. All right, I'm pushing us a little bit here. Modify where needed, okay? We have all different levels here showing up. It's okay. Just be inspired to keep working to get to the 4th round. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. And you can play with your jump rope. This is about all I have in me today. If you want to skip, because skipping is easier, you can do a little shuffle, boxer shuffle. All right, you can bring high knees. All right, there's a lot of fun things you can do with your jump rope. If you want to crisscross, I don't even know if I can do that. You can crisscross the rope. I thought I would try it, but I think I'll skip today. I'll practice. We'll have fun with that another time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, burpees. In 3, 2, and 1. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. Whew, one more. This is where you might tap out. That's okay. If you're there, if you know you can do it, but you're just tired, try to do your best. All right? But for some of us just getting started, we're right where we need to be. We might need to bring that heart rate down before we move on to the second part of this workout today. 8 seconds, team. Last one coming up. You have rocked this first half. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. "25 seconds. Keep smiling. You got this. As we get tired, sometimes the rope gets in the way. If you're spending more time trying to fix your rope, put it down and just go ahead and do your ghost rope. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ropes down. We're done with those. Hang them up. 3, 3, 2, and 1. Last set of burpees. Here we go. With that push up. So if you need to, you can go to your knees, okay? Remember, if you've been working out with me, you can modify your burpee to a step out, to a push up, okay? Good, keep them coming. Woo! 3, 2, and 1, excellent. All right, just 30 seconds here. We're gonna be moving on to the second half. All right. All right, get ready for some pullbacks. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're gonna pull straight back here, okay? Bent over, pull that weight back. Squeeze under the armpits, all right? There you go. You got it. I know we jumped right into it, right into it. We're halfway. They try to take me down with their violence. So when I see my people fight off the evil, just know this ain't new. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, I wanted to stick those in. We've been doing a lot of bent over rows and stuff, mixing it up a bit. We have a plank row, not an easy one, okay? Again, you can do this in an incline, all right? So you could take your weights here and row. I'll have a little modification window I should do. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds of just that row with the plank. Spread your feet a little wider. Try to keep those hips squared as you pull back. Okay, try not to dump the belly, but rather draw those ribs in. Halfway. Open heart, I know it's hard. Some march on the boulevard. Some build, some pull apart. Some blame, some do their part. Bring light when we're in the dark. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we have a goblet squat with our bands. I'm gonna put these up here. All right. If you have a hip band, throw that on. I'm gonna go with a 30-pound on this, or 25. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat. Keep the knees out. It's this band. We want to keep those knees over the second and third toes. I love this on the hips. I also love it because if we have a, excuse me, I don't even want to tell you what I ate before I came in here. Your knees might tend to come in or go valgus. Sometimes when we first start to strengthen our hips and start strength training, having a band that you can press out helps you get that mind-body connection. Know that your knees are out where they need to be, that they're not caving in. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm gonna grab a couple lighter weights and I'm gonna do a jump squat. All right, if not, just squat to those toes, okay? To the toes. I'm gonna do a weighted jump squat with the band on. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. And I might mix this up on our second round for us today. You do not have to jump if jumping's not for you. Whew. Make sure you land. Having the band on again, we're trying not to land with our knees in. We want to keep those knees out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Rest. All right, we're moving back. Pull backs. All right, I'm gonna move these up here because we're gonna use our boxes for those jumps next time. We'll have a little fun. Whew. I'm gonna try 15s this time. Not sure how long it can last. Here we go, pull back. Good, just squeeze under the armpits. Try not to drop the weight, but lift and lower. Control it. All right, it was a good try, Tatum. I'm going back to 10s. All right, notice what you're feeling halfway. All right, with this, I can lift a little higher, move a little further into those lats. So I'm gonna go a little less because I'm feeling a little bit more. Notice those things. Notice your range of motion, where you're feeling it. Just really feeling it in my arms. My lats weren't getting there. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, nice work, team. Here we go. Look at my modifications for this one. 3, 2, and 1. Feet wide. Here we go. Row and pull. Good. Halfway. Remember, these are just 30 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Excellent job. All right. Goblet squat with the band if you want to use that band. If not, again, use the mirror to get there. Make sure those knees are over second, third toes. Here we go. I'm going to go up on weight with this goblet. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Goblet squat. Knees over second, third toes. Feel the earth over the entire foot. Keep that pressure against the band. All right, we're gonna get through this. Oh, we got it. Inhale to exhale. Good. Tune in to that breath. 15 more seconds here. Hang in there. Remember, you can always modify these intervals to 30 seconds if need be. Whew. We've all shown up today with a different level of sleep, fuel, energy, stress. You do you. All right, team, we're gonna go with loaded jumps here. I'm gonna go at the box for a little variation if you want. So from a seated position here, and with that, I'm gonna go up on weight. So you can have a seat at your chair, your bench. Here we go. And up. I'm gonna lift those feet and just kind of press them in to that jump. Good, sit. Stop all momentum, push in to jump, land soft. You can still do a modified version of squat to toes. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. I didn't make the jump on that last one. All right, one more round. Is that right, team? One more. You got to hang in there, okay? Whew. Pull backs. Exercise 1. 3, 2, and 1. Slightly bent over here. Pull back. Make sure you have control of that weight. Exhale. Here you go. Squeeze, okay? You got this, team. We're halfway. Woo! We're getting close. I'm proud of you for showing up and fitting in this time for you to build your strength. All right, muscle is medicine. Look at the research. Ask me about it. 3, 2, and 1. The more muscle we have, the more we can fight disease and stay disease-free. All right, so keep working at it. All right, plank rows. Oh, back to this ball here, or not ball, sorry. Back to the 20s. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Feet a little wide. Keep those hips squared off. Row. Modify it if needed. You need to meet yourself where you are today. It's just the same with running or anything we do in life. Baby steps, right? We have to trick our body. You know, we need to know that we can do it. Feel good about it and then move on and keep encouraging ourselves to progress. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, goblet squat with the bands. Whew. Whee. All right, team. Find that band. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, team. If it feels good, use a box, a bench to sit to. Sometimes that feels better, and that's okay to sit down. Feels a little safer sometimes to go a little deeper if we know we have something behind us. Plus, it helps us with our form to sit back there and not be worried about it. Good. Keep those knees out against that band. Feel that tension. Oh, don't let it waver. We got it. Whew. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right. Oh, jumps at the box. I'm going to go with my 15s, okay? You can stay here without sitting down and just do a small jump. No weight onto your toes. Modify as needed. Here we go, team. You got this. This is our last one in this circuit. 3, 2, and 1. Smile and get it done. 30 seconds here. Halfway. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, just 30 seconds of rest, but remember, you can pause me. It's the beauty of video. Pause me, take a minute, take 2 minutes, and jump back in. All right. Woo! Feeling this one, team. I want you to guess and comment what I ate before this. You'll never guess. It was something with chocolate before this workout, and it did not agree. Rear flies alternating. Here we go, team. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Chocolate. I'm obsessed. We just don't get along very well. Here we go, out to the side. I'm alternating, getting that lift with control, okay? With control, lift and lower. Head in line with the spine. Tuck that chin back, keep a neutral spine. Good, out to the side, where those shoulders are. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're gonna take our ball now. We're gonna do our bulldog leg extension. If you don't have a ball, use a soft foam roller. Have folded over, I don't know, pillow, a towel, or nothing at all. Just work your bulldog leg extensions. Here we go, team. Hang in there. 3, 2, and 1. Extend. Whew. Squeeze at the top. I want full extension at the knees. My knees are hovering here in this bulldog, and then I'm gonna extend and hug that ball the whole time. It's a hard squeeze, like I'm gonna pop this ball and squeeze the top of those legs. There you go, come on. Just 30 seconds of work on this one. Or no, I take that back. We have 40. You got it, there we go. Extend. Woo, just 2 sets of this circuit. So for each one we do just one more round, you can do it. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, biceps. Popeyes, we're gonna hold. We have a little bit of a static hold here while we curl. 20 seconds on each arm. I'm gonna take 10s on this. We'll see how it goes. I might have to go to 8s. You can also hold a lighter one on the one you're holding and just a little heavier on your lift. 3, 2, 1. We're moving. We're moving. Here you go. Hold that left arm steady. Lift and lower with that right. Whew, almost to full extension there, but not quite, so you feel some good tension still in that bicep. All right, switch. Hold that right arm. Lift and lower with the left. Pump them out. See if you can get 10. Keep that one at 90. On that hold. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we have a lateral squat to the bench, but you don't have to do it to a bench or a box. All right, you can choose to just stand and go into that left side and then into the right, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Sit down, left leg bent. We're gonna stand up. Down into that left leg, back up. Might need a little higher here. All right, I like to sit and have that dead stop kind of and up, or that tap down so I know I get back, push back, and sit. Good, other side. So sit down again, kick that left leg out. Here we go. Next time I may not use a box. Just so I can get a few more in. It's a little easier. 3, 2, and 1. But for some of you, that's gonna feel good to have something behind you. All right, it's a safety, so use it, okay? For me, I'm gonna go without next time. I think I can go a little bit lower. A chair works nicely, a bench works as well. Rear fly alternating. Here we go, team. Focus, we got this. We're hanging in there together. You're doing awesome. Here we go. We're ramping up these workouts, especially if you're here for an hour. Just remember, halfway through, you can take a little extra time to get back to it. And then again, with these workouts, I have these splits so that you can work out, you know, a couple of these, like split it, part 1, part 2, day 1, day 2, and then make a rest day in there, and then split them again. So you could do 4 of these. You could do a full hour, and then do upper lower. You could do 2, just an upper lower. You can do the whole hour twice. You have lots of options. 3, 2, and 1. And if that doesn't make sense to you, I'm happy to talk to you about it. Happy to do a video discussing it, okay? So talk to me. Always talk to me. I want to coach you. I want you to understand. I want you to be able to learn. All right, here we go. Bulldogs. Adduction on the ball. Great news is, this is our last round. We just have 2 on this. 3, 2, and 1. Hug that ball. Extend at the knees. Push out. Good. Whew. Extend and squeeze. Squeeze those thighs. Ooh, that's it. Give it a little pause at the top with that full extension, that squeeze. Keep that pressure on the ball equal the whole way from down to up. Those knees come to hover. There you go. Shoulders over wrists. Woo. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Excellent. Biceps. All right, we're gonna hold on those curls. A little static hold. All right, keeping a little bit of the theme from earlier or the other day with that lateral arm raise. Here we go. Let's hold that left hand, right arm, curls. 3, 2, and 1. Let's work. Let's work. Oh man, I don't recommend consuming chocolate before you work out. I am human. Oh, my daughter's like, let's go try this, Mom. I'm like, yes, any time to spend with my daughter. I'm gonna do it. Gets my better judgment before a video. It's all worth it. Oh, I forgot to switch. Other side, come on, we're gonna hold it here a little bit longer. 3, come on, let's get 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Good. Lateral squat. You can use a chair if you'd like. You can go with me here, side to side. And I'm just going to hold it here. We'll stay with one side and then switch. 1, 2, and I've got my toes slightly out this time, just to feel a little bit of that inner thigh. 3. As long as that knee's tracking the same way. Good, other side. team. 3, 2, and 1. We made it. Oh my gosh. All right, we still have a Tabata though. Yes, we do. We have some split jumps, okay? Notice my modification is more of this switch tap back, okay? So you're just gonna push that foot back without the jump. If you have the jump, you're split jumping with me. We have a reverse crunch, feet up, so we'll get a little abs as well, okay? 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We'll have 4 of each of these. 3, 2, and 1. All right, little split jumps if you're there. If not, tap it back, stay low, and tap back. All right, you got this. Whew. Revving it up here at the end, raising that heart rate right before we cool down. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right. Modify this one as well. Maybe you don't bring your feet up in the air. You just bring the knees into the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Three, 2, and 1. All right, we're up. Whew. Did I even say one word? You know I'm getting tired. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Jumps or those step backs, tap backs. Notice which way my arms are swinging. I want to go up in the direction with my arms that I'm wanting to go with my movement. 3, 2, 1. All right, back down. Up, down, up, down. A lot of people don't like that, but listen, we want to be able to do this the rest of our lives, so keep practicing even if it's hard. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it here or bring it up high. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. Good job. 2 down. 2 more sets to go. We got this, team. We're so close. 3, 2, and 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hear me counting. Oh, 3, 2, 1. We're down. Oh, this calls for a celebration, team. We are working hard. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Up and down. I'm gonna go less with that heels down and more of that lift at the top to get a few more of these in. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right. Last round. Holy moly, you got it. 3, 2, and 1. I need that water break. I don't know about you. Woo! Oh, I've had a lot of things happen to me while doing videos. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From having a head cold, maybe a cough, maybe COVID, maybe being tired, lack of sleep. 3, 2, and 1. But this is a first for wanting to feel like, or feeling like whatever I ate might just come up. Oh, we'll have a little guessing game on what I ate. Lots of chocolate, something new at a very popular chain. 3, 2, and 1. Cool down. I think we should just stay right here, okay? I don't know about you. Feeling good to be on the floor. All right, let's stay to the floor. We'll do a little bit of stretching. Let's just breathe first, in and out. Maybe bring those hands overhead, point those toes. Big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. This might be the closest I came to losing my food. Here we go, in. And out. We made it. In and out. In and out. Good job. Let's grab that right shin, pull that knee in. Let's give it a little twist. We did jump today. Those ankles might be feeling it. So a little bit left, a little right. Good. Let's bring that leg across, push that knee down.
Don't be obsessive, it could be intensive, it could be explosive, it could be offensive. Don't be defensive, don't be aggressive, it will be a waste cause we could be expensive. You need a little fee in your life.
Bring it back in. Bring that left knee in, hug it out. Let's twirl that ankle right. Give it a little circle there. Rotation and left. Oh, wow. Never gonna make that mistake again. Woo-wee. All right, left foot behind, left toe behind that right knee. Twist it out, push down on that knee. Open that left chest and arm. Try to look away. Trying to get the knee and shoulder down. Notice where that tightness is. Breathe in and out to that spot.
Don't you mess with us, we're not afraid. Look at us, no, there is nothing to discuss.
Whew.
I'm not okay, but
all right, team. Come on up. Oh, let's do some cat-cows here real quick. We're gonna tuck our toes. We're gonna tuck our little tailbone, our chin, and we're gonna push away. Bringing those shoulder blades towards the ceiling. Drop the shoelaces to the floor, dump your belly, pull your shoulders back, press your chest through, look up. Good, tuck the toes, push away. Tops of the shoelaces to the floor, dump the belly, pull the shoulders back, press the chest through, look up. Good. Knees are wide, toes are together. We're gonna sit back here into child's pose for a few seconds. Let's walk our hands all the way over to that left knee. Stack the hands if you'd like, or put them side by side. Drop the head between the arms, maybe look underneath. Feel that stretch down the lats and the side under the armpit there. Big breaths in and out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Walk it over towards the right knee. Same thing, as far as you can go. Stack the hands if you'd like, or the hands are next to each other. Let that head drop between the arms. Breathe. Back to the center. All right, on our hands and knees, we have a little bit more time. Let's go ahead. We're gonna reach that right arm up towards the ceiling, give it a little twist, and then bring that arm through the left arm just a bit, and then back up with a nice reach. And this time we're gonna thread it all the way through, bringing that temple to the floor. Left arm out, extends, push in. Slide that right arm out. Left arm comes to the center, right arm comes to the center. We're gonna give it a nice rotation here. Thread it through that right arm slightly with a little bend and rotation. Back up towards the ceiling, look up, and slide it back through, okay? Try to get that temple to the floor. If you're there, reach that other arm out. Get as close in or spread out as you need to get a nice stretch there across the shoulder and the back. Bring that left arm out, bring the right arm in. Let's go ahead one more time in that child's pose. I want those knees wide, toes together. We're gonna stay here for a few seconds. Feel that stretch. Bring the forehead to the floor. Deep breaths.
Lately I've been staring at the dark. My inner demons
3,
are
2, and 1. Ooh. There you go, team. We made it through. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying these longer workouts that can be split up into 2 parts. Don't forget, if you're doing the second part the second day, is to go to my warm-up. I'm trying to put the chapters in. Go to that warm-up, do your warm-up, and then skip to part 2, okay? And then do that cool down. If you're doing part 1, warm up, do part 1, skip to the cool down, and make sure you get that in, all right? I hope you're enjoying it. Again, if you've been doing 2 days a week, try to bump that to 3 with this workout. You can practice, and get better at these, all right? Looking forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for hanging in there for me. I'm feeling much better now. It was a close call. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.